All right, let's talk about something that is set to completely transform the way we work. I'm talking about a new kind of tool, the AI agent. And trust me, you need to forget everything you think you know about basic chatbots or simple automation. This is a whole different ballgame. But first, let me ask you something. Just think about your typical workday. Does business as usual feel, well, kind of broken? Are you always hunting for that one piece of information, staring at a to-do list that never seems to shrink, and then you look up and the whole day is just gone?
If that sounds at all familiar, you are definitely not alone. For so many of us, the modern workday feels like a constant battle against chaos. You've got data in your documents, in your emails, in your CRM. It's everywhere. The busy work just keeps piling up, and that precious time you need for actual deep thinking, poof, it just vanishes.
But what if there was a better way? What if you had a new kind of teammate that could help you slice right through all that noise? Well, that's exactly where AI agents come in. And I want you to stop thinking of them as just tools. Think of them as your new super-powered collaborators.
So, what is an AI agent really? Well, simply put, it's a system that can actually understand your goals, figure out the best steps to get there, and then, this is the key part, it can act on your behalf to get the work done. It's the huge difference between just asking a chatbot a question versus handing off an entire project and saying, go do this.
And if you're thinking this is some far-off, futuristic thing, think again. Gartner is predicting that by 2028, which is right around the corner, a full third of all enterprise software is going to have agentic AI built in. This is happening right now, and it's completely reshaping how work gets done. Okay, so let's dig into the practical stuff. We'll start with the first, massive win. Finally conquering that mountain of information we're all buried under every single day. This slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the before picture. We've all been there, that frustrating, time-wasting hunt for a piece of data you just know you saw somewhere. And on the right, that's the now, instant intelligence. One search box, one answer, pulled from everywhere. This is the real headache. You have critical info in Google Drive, in your sales CRM, buried in an email thread, but there's no way to connect the dots. And that complexity, that siloed information, it just slows everything down, making it so hard to make fast, smart decisions. The solution is this foundational layer called enterprise search. Now, don't let the name fool you. It's not just a simple search bar. It's an intelligent system that plugs into everything. It actually builds a knowledge graph of your company's data so it understands how things are related, giving you results that are personalized and totally in context, instantly. And this isn't just some theory. It's happening in the real world. Just listen to what Matt Jansen from Gordon Food Service said. He points out that it leads to better decision-making and less legwork. I mean, that's the dream, right? That's the real-world impact right there. Okay, great. So you can find information. But what about those super dense 50-page reports that hit your inbox at 4 p.m. on a Friday? You know, the ones you know you should read, but your brain is just completely fried. Now, this is a hack I absolutely love. You can use an agent like Notebook LM, upload that long document, and just ask it to create a podcast summary for you. Seriously, imagine absorbing all the key insights from that report during your commute home or while you're at the gym. It's about getting information on your terms. And that gets to the real goal here. Like Parinda Gandhi-Vukar from Deloitte says, it's about getting those initial insights in minutes. Why? Because that frees up your brain power for the work that actually matters, thinking strategically and going deeper on the important stuff. So you're now a master of your own information, but finding it is really only half the battle, isn't it? The big question now is, how do you actually act on all that information faster than ever before? Which brings us right to section 2, accelerating your daily workflow. This is all about getting that repetitive, routine grunt work off your plate for good so you can focus on what you are actually hired to do. Just take onboarding a new employee. The before is a total mess, right? Endless paperwork, coordinating a dozen emails, making sure everyone does their part. The now is just handing the whole thing off to an AI agent that turns that tedious process into a smooth, automated workflow. Let's break that down. The agent can automatically send out the contracts and tax forms. It can ping IT to set up their computer access. It can get them into the payroll system. And this frees up the HR team to do the part that only a human can do, giving that new person a warm, personal, and genuinely welcoming experience. And this isn't just for internal stuff. Look at a company like Verizon. They're using this same idea to empower their teams to give faster, more personalized service to customers. Why? Because the agents are handling the boring stuff in the background, which means the humans can focus on what really matters, the customer.
Okay, so we're more informed, we're way more efficient. That's awesome. But can we push this even further? Can AI agents actually help us be more creative? Can they help us innovate?
Well, this is where it gets really, really cool. This brings us to our third and final section, innovating at machine speed. We're moving beyond just saving time, and we're starting to talk about creating some serious value.
I want you to imagine this. Instead of a few people in a conference room for a 2-hour brainstorm, you unleash a virtual team of AI agents. They can generate thousands of ideas. Then they work together to critique and rank those ideas. They'll even analyze the pros and cons of the top contenders. And what do you get? A curated list of the absolute best, most promising concepts ready for you to review. It's a total game changer.
So let's wrap this all up. We've seen how AI agents can completely change the game when it comes to how we handle information, how we get our day-to-day tasks done, and even how we come up with new ideas. So if you walk away with anything today, let it be these 3 things. 1, master your information so you can find what you need right when you need it. 2, accelerate your workflow by automating all that routine stuff. And 3, start to innovate at a speed you never thought was possible. And that really brings us to the bottom line here. Look, this shift to working alongside AI agents isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So the real question you should be asking yourself isn't, will I use these? It's, what will I build with them first? What problem are you going to solve? What process will you completely reinvent? What amazing new thing will you create?